Alright, so our 2019-2020 bowl games are finally out. So let's kick this off with the bowl games that are kicking this off on December 20th, which, of course, is the Makers One at Bahama Bowl. And Buffalo and Charlotte were playing in that. And I think Buffalo's going to end up winning this game. I don't know by how much, but I do think they end up winning it. Then also the same day, we have Utah State and Kent State playing, and they're in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, or just call it the Frisco Bowl, because, most of these bowls have sponsors now. It makes it a lot easier on NCAA, I'm guessing. But I do think Utah State will win this game just because of Jordan Love. Then on December 21st, we have Central Michigan and San Diego State playing in the Mexico Bowl. I think San Diego State will come out with the win in that. Then we have Liberty and Georgia Southern that same day. I think FBC in the FBC Mortgage Care Bowl, and I think Georgia Southern's going to take care of that one. Then we have SMU and Florida Atlantic playing, and the Jerry Bundy Boca Raton Bowl. I think we all know SMU is probably going to destroy Florida Atlantic. And we also have Florida International and Arkansas State playing in the Camellia Bowl. And I think Florida International is going to win that. And then we have Boise State and Washington and Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl, or just the Las Vegas Bowl. I think this one's going to be a really, really good game, but I think Washington's going to end up taking the cake. Then we have Appalachian State and UAB. And the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, or just New Orleans Bowl. I think Appalachian State's going to win this one. I don't really know, though. Then we have, on December 23rd, we have Central Florida against Marshall and the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. And I think UCF's going to take the cup there. Now, on December 24th, we have Hawaii and BYU and the Hawaiian Bowl. And I think Hawaii will win the Hawaiian Bowl. Then on December 26th, we have Louisiana Tech against Miami and the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl. I think Miami will end up winning that bowl. Then we have Pittsburgh and Eastern Michigan and the Quick Lane Bowl. I think Pittsburgh will win that one. And then on December 27th, we have North Carolina and Temple and the Military Bowl presented by Northrop Grumman. And I think North Carolina will end up winning that game. Then we have the Michigan State Wake Forest game and the New Era Pinstripe Bowl, where I think Michigan State will end up beating Wake Forest. Then we have Oklahoma State and Texas A&M and the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl, and I think Texas A&M will beat Oklahoma State. Then we have the USC Iowa and the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Some of these names of these bowl games are just crazy. I think USC will end up winning that. Then we have Air Force and Washington State and the Cheez-It Bowl, which will feature Pat McAfee, so I'm definitely going to be turning into that. But I think Washington State will win this game. Then on December 28th, we have Notre Dame and Iowa State in the Camping World Bowl. I think this one's going to be a pretty good game. Notre Dame's definitely going to win this, but I think it will be a better game than what people expect. Then we have Clemson, Ohio State, and the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. I think Clemson will take this game. I think Clemson's the best team in the country. Plus, they haven't had to play tough games, so all their players are rested. And that just, it seems like Clemson's just set up to dominate once again. Then we have Memphis and Penn State in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. And in years like this, it's the sad part of not having a group of 5 team having to play a Power 5 team, because Memphis is not on the same level as Penn State, and neither is any other group of 5 team. Penn State is going to absolutely dominate Memphis. I don't think it's going to be close. Then we have Oklahoma LSU and the other college football playoff bowl game, which is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. And I think LSU is easily going to win this game. Sorry, Oklahoma fans, but nobody really won that 4th seed unless you're Alabama. On December 30th, we have Western Kentucky against Western Michigan and the ServPro First Responder Bowl, where I think Western Kentucky will end up taking that game. Then we have Mississippi State against Louisville in the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl, or just the Music City Bowl like it should be, but I think Louisville will end up winning that one. Then we have Cal against Illinois in the Red Box Bowl. Illinois will end up winning that one, I think. Then we have Florida and Virginia, which kind of sucks because this game really isn't going to be that good. Of course, this is Capital One Orange Bowl, which is kind of depressing for this year because usually it's at least a little good. I wish it would have been Notre Dame against Florida. That would have been a game to watch and a very interesting game for sure. They tried, but they said they couldn't, so it ended up being Virginia, and Florida's just a better team than Virginia. It's just flat out. Then on December 31st, we have Florida State, Arizona State, and the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. And I think Arizona State's probably going to dominate Florida State throughout all this game. Florida State's just not a good football team this year, really, where Arizona State shows flashes of greatness. Then we have Virginia Tech and Kentucky in the Belk Bowl. I think Virginia Tech will take care of Kentucky. They're the better team, in my opinion, but then again, who knows? Then we have Navy and Kansas State in AutoZone Liberty Bowl. I think this is going to be a very, very good game, but usually when teams don't know how, usually when teams that don't usually play the option, they don't do so well. So I think Navy's going to end up winning that game because of it. Then we have Wyoming and Georgia State and the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. And I think Wyoming's easily going to win that game. Then we have Utah and Texas in the Valor Alamo Bowl. This is just straight disrespect to Utah. Texas is not a good team. Utah's going to dominate them. Utah has a good team. It's not like Texas level bad. This is just embarrassing for them. Then on New Year's Day, January 1st, we have Minnesota and Auburn in the Outback Bowl. I think Auburn's easily going to take care of Minnesota. Actually, I think it's going to be a close game just because of Minnesota's head coach. I can't think of his name right now, but he put a solid crew together, and I'm excited to see what they have ahead of us for the future. Then we also have Michigan, Alabama, and the Citrus Bowl. Bama's going to crush Michigan. Don't really have anything to say about that. Then we have Oregon, Wisconsin, and the Rose Bowl, which is presented by Northwest Mutual. I think Oregon's going to end up winning this game. It's going to be close. Justin Herbert really needs this game for his draft stock, though. That's what I got to say. He needs it for his draft stock. Then we have Georgia and Baylor in the All-State Sugar Bowl. I think Baylor's going to come out winning this game because this Georgia team's just not as good as what we really think they are. Then on January 2nd, we have IU playing Tennessee in the Tax Slater Gator Bowl. I think IU ends up coming out with this just because I think they're the better team. Then we have Boston College and Cincinnati in the Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl. I think Cincinnati will come out winning that game. Then we have Ohio and Nevada in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I think Nevada's going to end up winning that one. Then Southern Miss Tulane is in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. I think Tulane will end up winning that. Then we have Louisiana against Miami, Ohio in the Lending Tree Bowl. And I think Louisiana will end up winning that. Then on January 13th is the day for the College Football Playoff Championship game, which I have as right now Clemson and LSU. Like I said, I don't think any team's better than Clemson. I think Clemson's going to beat LSU worse than what they did against Ohio State. Because I think Ohio State's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a blowout. LSU has an offense, but their defense just hasn't clicked. I mean, Georgia struggled on offense. They looked decent there, but that was Georgia just being Georgia. LSU just hasn't looked good. So Clemson's good on offense, and they're good on defense. They're clicking at the right time, and they're well rested because they haven't had to play the teams like LSU and Alabama and Ohio State have so far. So, of course, strength for schedule wasn't as good, but they're also well rested. The teams should be ready for this. It's Dabo Swinney leading the way. Clemson should be the favorites heading to this year. They're going for back-to-back, 3 and 4 years. I don't see anyone else winning it unless it's Ohio State, because I don't see LSU winning this. They shouldn't be the 1 seed, in my opinion. They're not going to win the Natty. So, those were my picks for these bowl games for this season. I'm sad it's about to come to an end, but at least draft season is coming quickly, so we get to see these players start to perform in the NFL. And then we just go through the whole same process next year. So leave your thoughts and comments down below on who I think is going to win each bowl game. Also, if you got another suggestion for another video, make sure to put that down below as well. I might end up doing it sometime here in the near future. And of course, thanks for watching. Make sure to click those links down there: Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And just make sure to keep the Force Wave flowing throughout the day.